this is the latest coming in the Alwar Lynching incident. Now, the MHA has sought a report from Rajasthan government on the incident. Meenakshi Banja joining us with more details. Meenakshi, now the Home Ministry seeking a report from the state government.
Well, absolutely. The government very keen to really not just be making the right sounds over the Alwar incident, but also be seen on ground to be doing enough. We just heard a short while back from MOS Home Kiran Rijiju, who reiterated as to how this is an incident on which the government has sent detailed advisories to all state governments to absolutely not show any latitude insofar as lynching incidents go. And in consonance with that, the MHA has just stepped in. Urvashi, it has sought a report from the Rajasthan government on the details of the Alwar incident. Earlier in the day, we had heard also from the Home Minister, government of Rajasthan, who again surprisingly did not have the details on record. He said that he is in the process of gathering all the details and ascertaining all the facts pertaining to the shoddy conduct that has been widely reported on, put on display by Rajasthan police, where they ignored the interests of a severely injured now victim and instead focused on transporting cows first. So these are the discrepancies that have caused a lot of embarrassment to the Rajasthan government and by default to also the central government. And given the fact that Rajasthan is poll-bound in 2019, this is a controversy which both the government of BJP in centre and state would want to avoid.
So, Meenakshi, the MHA now seeking a report from the state government is an indication from the government that they are not only making the right noises, not are they stating, making statements, but they are also doing the right thing. But in the face of the embarrassing statements that have come in soon after this incident took place from state level leaders, some of them saying that this is a reaction to cow smuggling and various other spate of embarrassing comments made by the state BJP leaders, has put the government in spot, and of the fact that this incident took place on the very same day that the Home Minister and the Prime Minister had addressed the issue of lynching, does put a lot of pressure on the government, isn't it?
Well, absolutely. There is no doubt that this is not just putting both the union and the state governments in a very, very difficult position ahead of 2019, but it is also bringing them a lot of embarrassment. And that is the reason the Congress party is smelling opportunity here. We've heard from Rahul Gandhi today making a very hard-hitting attack directly at the Prime Minister, to which we have seen some very strong rebuttals also come in from no less than two sitting union ministers, Interim Finance Minister Piyush Goyal and Smriti Irani, taking on Rahul Gandhi and his tweets, of course, on the incident. But clearly, this is something which will perhaps not go away anytime soon in the foreseeable future, given the fact that the opposition, including the Congress party and Congress party President Rahul Gandhi, feel considerably emboldened by the recent Supreme Court judgment, which has called on both the union government and the state governments, including the parliament, to really enact the legislation at the earliest, so that these instances of lynching and mob violence can be offense, a fresh law, statute, anything that really goes on to curb the situation on ground. And for Vasundhara Raje to step in by way of tweets 2 days back and assure action on ground clearly is something which perhaps is not seeming enough at this juncture, Urvashi.
Absolutely. And so we are seeing the MHA now stepping in and seeking a report from the state government. We'll continue taking inputs from you, Meenakshi. Thanks for joining in at the moment. Well, 2 days after cow vigilantes attacked and claimed the life of Ragbar Khan in Alwar, the paper trail and the eyewitnesses are exposing the police. A comparison between the FIR and the report from the community health center exposed that the fact that it took the police over 3 hours to take a bleeding and badly bruised Ragbar to the hospital. Not just that, locals who saw the police van after Ragbar was picked up by them exposed how these cops had kicked and abused him, while another man said the cops stopped for a cup of tea. The health center, remember, is just 6 kilometers away, but it took the police 3 hours and 19 minutes to cover that distance.